Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Unai Emery makes blunt Harvey Elliott admission as £35 million Liverpool transfer trigger close. Harvey Elliott has made only 2 starts since moving to Aston Villa on loan from Liverpool, and it appears would currently not be forthcoming under Unai Emery. Aston Villa boss Unai Emery says Harvey Elliott's performances have not been good enough to get in his team. The Liverpool loanee has been an unused substitute in each of the last 3 games for Villa, including Thursday night's surprise Europa League defeat to Dutch minnows go-ahead Eagles. Elliott has made just 5 appearances in a loan deal that will become permanent when he makes it into double figures. But just 2 have come from the start, and in one of those he was withdrawn at half-time. Emery said, "I am being very demanding myself to choose in each match the player to start and the players on the bench and the subs players, and firstly is always trying to get the best performance collectively, through individual players. Harvey is a 10 number in our structure, in our shape, and he plays some matches, and there is still adaptation to add himself individually in our structure, the task we have. Of course, he is training well, and his commitment is being very well as well, but his performance was not enough, up to this point. At the same time, we have other players who can play as a 10 and they are performing well, and I have different players. This is the main reason he is not playing the last match's minutes, but he has to continue working like he is doing in the training session, and of course getting his confidence in the performance we need through him." Elliott, who helped England under-21s to European Championship glory in the summer, can also play wide on the right, but Emery is reluctant to use him there. "His quality, in my opinion, is to play number 10, the Spaniard added. He can maybe play wide right, like John McGinn, but he will need more time. At the beginning I signed him thinking him to play number 10 and getting the performance and getting him to play consistently for us. There are other players who can play there." Elliott left Liverpool for Villa on transfer deadline day, completing a loan switch with a £35 million obligation to make it permanent at the end of the campaign, providing he has made 10 appearances for the club. The boyhood Red said in September after returning to Merseyside with his new club for a 0-0 draw at Everton, "It was very difficult. First of all the decision to leave, and then on top of that to find the best club. There were a few difficult decisions I had to make. I had to sit down and speak to the team and go into a lot of detail, but it was the decision that was made, and the decision was to come here." Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Our second news is Kenny Dalglish makes feelings clear on Liverpool's new signings, maybe not. Liverpool's overhaul in the summer transfer window has yielded mixed results so far, with concerns having been raised over the likes of Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak after their record-breaking moves. Sir Kenny Dalglish has played down concerns over Liverpool's new signings, having insisted the club's new additions will all have a part to play following the summer overhaul. The Reds of course embarked on a major spending spree following last season's Premier League title triumph, including the record-breaking signings of Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. So far though, the results have been mixed. After making a perfect start to the season, Liverpool then went on a 4-game losing streak that was only ended against Eintracht Frankfurt earlier this week, with a number of concerns being raised over Arne Slot's new additions. Hugo Ekitike has so far been the only one to have truly impressed, having scored 6 goals from his 12 appearances so far. Wirtz, Isak, Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong though have struggled to get going so far, although the former of those did bag 2 assists during the 5-1 win in Germany in midweek, his first goal contribution since the Community Shield in August. Despite the fears raised over Liverpool's recent form, with the Reds having fallen 4 points behind Arsenal in the Premier League title race, club legend Dalglish believes the new signings will prove their worth. "Listen, all the boys will take varying amounts of time to settle down, but every one of them have something that they can offer Liverpool Football Club," Dalglish said on TalkSport. "They will do that, I'm sure they will do it, I'm very confident they will do it. Maybe not every single one of them, but the vast majority of them. They'll get fantastic support from the people that come to watch, which is really encouraging as well. We'll keep our fingers crossed and wish them all the best. Liverpool will be aiming to return to winning ways in the Premier League on Saturday as it heads to Brentford, with the chance to narrow the gap on Arsenal to a single point before the Gunners face Crystal Palace on Sunday. Slot will be without at least one of his new signings in London, with Frimpong ruled out after limping off with a hamstring problem in Frankfurt, while there are also doubts over Isak's fitness, with the former Newcastle striker still searching for his first league goal for his new club. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Liverpool. 2 Salah replacements chosen for 2 reasons as world-class January transfer mooted. According to reports, Liverpool have already decided to turn to 2 replacements for Mohamed Salah, who have been chosen for 2 reasons. Salah has faced heavy criticism at the start of this campaign as his form has drastically declined since he was the best player in the Premier League last season. The veteran forward arguably had his best individual season for Liverpool in 2024-25, though he has been a shadow of his best self at the start of this season. Salah has been on the periphery for most of Liverpool's games as he struggled to make an impact, with Trent Alexander-Arnold's summer move to Real Madrid and the club's £400 million plus summer overhaul seemingly impacting his performances. This has fueled speculation regarding Salah's future at Liverpool, and there have been some calls for Arne Slot's side to replace him in January or next summer. Sources say that Semenyo and Gordon are highly rated by Liverpool's recruitment team, who are impressed by the penetration they offer to their clubs as well as their ability to play in multiple positions across the front line. Now, a report from Football Insider claims the Reds have opted to turn their attention to 2 Premier League stars to replace Salah, with their eyes on Newcastle United's Anthony Gordon and AFC Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo. Liverpool are said to be keeping tabs on Gordon and Semenyo as they plot another mega-money forward signing. Sources say that Semenyo and Gordon are highly rated by Liverpool's recruitment team, who are impressed by the penetration they offer to their clubs as well as their ability to play in multiple positions across the front line. Liverpool also need to sign a centre-back as Ibrahima Konate is in the final year of his contract, while their deal for Mark Guéhi fell through on deadline day in the summer. Guéhi is also due to be out of contract next summer and Liverpool remain interested in the centre-back, though they face competition from several European sides. Still, another report from Football Insider says they plan to accelerate a move to sign world-class Guéhi in January, with former Premier League chief scout Mick Brown claiming that they could try to get it done in the winter. Liverpool don't look as defensively stable as they were last year, Brown told Football Insider. Van Dijk has been out of form, and they're still not completely sure about Konate's future. There's obviously been a hell of a lot of talk about Mark Guéhi. They missed out in the summer and now there's all sorts of clubs having a look at him. At first, it seemed like a certainty that he would go to Liverpool in January, but that doesn't seem to be the case at the moment because he's got these other options. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe. Our fourth news is why did Liverpool sell Caoimhin Kelleher and why did Jordan Henderson leave? Brentford stars to face old club. Liverpool will come up against former players Caoimhin Kelleher and Jordan Henderson when they face Brentford. 2 major former Liverpool players will come up against their former side this evening when the Reds make the trip to the G-Tech Community Stadium. Both Caoimhin Kelleher and former captain Jordan Henderson now play for the Bees and the duo have been regular and reliable figures for the team this season. Kelleher is their first choice option in goal, while Henderson has started 7 of a possible 8 games ahead the clash with Liverpool. Fellow former Reds Fabio Carvalho and Sepp van den Berg are also now Brentford players, having both joined the club last summer. Brentford are currently 14th in the Premier League table with 2 wins from their last 5. Liverpool have the same record, having lost their last 3 against Crystal Palace, Chelsea and Manchester United. Why did Liverpool sell Caoimhin Kelleher? Kelleher was often dubbed the best number 2 in the world during his time at Anfield. His consistent ability to step up in the absence of Alisson made him a solid backup goalkeeper for Liverpool to rely on. However, the 26-year-old was hungry for regular starting football, which is not something the Reds could offer him. With Alisson still in top form and the favourite to start between the sticks, he remains Liverpool's first choice. The club also reached an agreement last summer to sign Georgi Mamardashvili this year, which only further cast Kelleher's role into doubt. Eventually, Liverpool opened themselves to offers for the Republic of Ireland international. Brentford signed Kelleher for an initial £12.5 million in June, beating a number of clubs to his signature, including Celtic. The shot-stopper has become an immediate starter for the Bees this Premier League season. Henderson was part of the 2023 midfield exodus at Liverpool. Alongside the former captain, vice-skipper James Milner, Fabinho, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita were all either sold or left the club as free agents. Henderson was sold to Al Ettifaq for a reported £13 million. He was reunited with former teammate and Anfield legend Steven Gerrard, who had taken on the managerial role just weeks prior to Henderson's move. However, Henderson's decision divided Liverpool fans, due to Saudi Arabia's human rights record and him being a consistent advocate for the LGBTQ+ community. Following his move, the 35-year-old described it as a football decision and apologized to anyone he had upset with the transfer. "If any people from that community feel let down or hurt, I apologize. I did that 6 months ago, I'll do it again," Henderson said in January 2024. "That was never my intention. I had to make a decision based on what I thought was best for me and my family, but I understood it at the same time." Our fifth news is report: Liverpool set to raid European giants for €70M, rated star on Real Madrid radar. Liverpool have been linked with a move for Juventus midfielder Caoimhin Kelleher. Real Madrid are interested in securing the services of the 24-year-old French midfielder, but they will face competition from the Premier League champions, according to Fishages. The report claims that the midfielder is valued at €70 million. Liverpool could use Caoimhin Kelleher. It is no secret that Liverpool need more quality and depth in the middle of the park. Thuram could prove to be an excellent addition. He has shown his quality with Juventus, and he has the technical attributes to do well in the Premier League as well. Liverpool need a midfield controller to support Ryan Gravenberch at the base of their midfield. Thuram could form a quality partnership with the Netherlands international. He is excellent when it comes to providing defensive cover and controlling the tempo of the game. He can carry the ball forward as well. Signing him would allow Alexis Mac Allister to operate with more freedom. It remains to be seen whether Liverpool follows up on their interest with an official proposal to get the deal done. Juventus will not want to lose an important player like him, but they could be tempted if a lucrative proposal is presented. Liverpool have the resources to pay a premium for him. They are looking to build a formidable squad capable of winning every trophy, and they have spent a substantial amount of money this summer. They are looking to improve the team further. Ideally, they should look to invest in a central midfielder, a central defender, and another wide player. The French international would be an exceptional acquisition for them. He is still quite young, and he will only improve with coaching and experience. He has all the tools to develop into a top-class performer in the Premier League. The opportunity to move to Liverpool could be exciting for Thuram. It would be a step up for him, and he would be joining one of the biggest clubs in the world. Liverpool have recently won the league title, and they have shown that they are capable of fighting for major trophies regularly. Any player could be tempted to be a part of their project. Meanwhile, Real Madrid need more quality in the middle of the park as well. They will be an attractive destination for the player. They are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and it remains to be seen whether they can beat Liverpool to his signature. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Bayer Leverkusen star hits out at unfair Liverpool transfer criticism. I just don't understand. Darwin Núñez was a divisive figure for many Liverpool fans after failing to reach the heights many expected of him when he arrived at Anfield from Benfica in 2022. Bayer Leverkusen defender Alex Grimaldo has admitted he does not understand criticism of Darwin Núñez's time at Liverpool. The forward was sold to Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal during a busy summer transfer window, during which the Reds earned more than £250 million for players deemed surplus to requirements. The sale of Núñez helped fund a record £455 million spending spree, as Liverpool brought in high-profile signings: Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Giovanni Leone, Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong. Reds fans were eager for the Uruguayan to thrive at the club, and the striker penned an emotional goodbye after learning he was on his way out. While Núñez did win over the fans with his hard work and character, his record on Merseyside suggests his transfer was a rare misstep in Fenway Sports Group's otherwise impressive recruitment record. Nearly £80 million was spent on the Benfica star when considering add-ons, but for many, he remains a cherished figure at Anfield. The attacker has scored 4 goals in 7 appearances for Al Hilal so far, with his side currently third in the Saudi Pro League table after 6 matches. And Grimaldo, who played with Núñez at Benfica, has defended his former teammate, sharing his belief that the 26-year-old should have been perfect for English football's top flight. "I thought that when he went to Liverpool, he was perfect for the Premier League, the type of player, and for Liverpool above all," he told after de Post United, via El Universo. "He was a very fast, very powerful striker, with a lot of goals, a good shot. I think he's scored a lot of goals, he's played. I just don't understand the criticism. It always happens that when there's a very high price, they demand double or triple, and it's not the player's fault, because the player has nothing to do with the price. It's between clubs. So, in the end, you go to a team like Liverpool, there's pressure, they demand a lot of you. There's always criticism, but I think he's scored a lot of goals and assists for Liverpool anyway." Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.